made it. Today is day 147 of Office Hours. Office Hours, of course, is the 5 nationwide check-in across all of the fandoms. Everything from Scam School to Modern Rogue to X.com. Allegedly, that's still a platform. LinkedIn, so help me God, we're pretending to be working. And then, of course, the hardest of the hardcores over at twitch.tv/Night Attack. In fact, allow me to introduce you to my BFFs in the whole wide world. These right here are the elites, the real ones, the hardcores, the Diamond Club. Carbon, as you know, forged in the heart of an exploding star, or maybe a burning star. I haven't paid attention in a few minutes, but diamonds can only be crafted, well, synthetically in a lab, and also under immense pressure for tremendous amounts of time. That's why they're so terribly valued. Today, we continue our walk through Scam School. Some of you guys are new. And by new, I mean you were born after 2009. Or born after 2007 when I conceived of it. Y'all's young. That's the important part. The important thing is what put me on the map was a little show called Scam School, the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. And nowadays, the YouTube algorithm and the robots making everything real noisy out there. So the old stuff has a chance of getting decayed and forgotten. Not here, my friends. Oh no. We gather, and together we tells the tale of Scam School. That's why Scam School is the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street, as we always do. Today, we've got a new episode. This is episode 46, I believe. Yes, 6 coins to form 1 free drink. It's one of the first times that we we riffed on something that we had previously riffed before. And in fact, in the description text, this is before I had settled for the words opener, tweeners, closers. But I think I used a different set of language. What did I say? I said, as you know by now, we've got 3 types of scan. Oh, look, it says scans, not scams. That's hilarious. To pull at the bar. Openers, had that one right. Stingers, I wrote. And I guess that word works. Stingers. Although stingers implies that you're dropping the mic, so I like that less so. And sinkers, these are the no-win bets and puzzles that finally transform that. Yeah, sinkers sounds like not a lot of good things sink. We like things that float. We float good ideas, right? We float above things. Oh my gosh. Dark Lord Shadow graduated 09. Y'all's young. Good morning from Anaheim, California, says Mr. Kip Corley. Hello, Not Scary Steve. Hello, J3301, Cliff Horn, Matt York, Flo Chinachi, G. James B, Dylan Theus, the old schooler, the Mike Ruler. Good to see all of you guys. As we always, and that is how I will take us in. We're going to watch the episode. Y'all are going to write down your questions. We're going to answer with secret behind-the-scenes production notes, ways to make this even better. And then we'll do the rest of the office hours. Here we go. And go. This episode of Scam School brought to you by Netflix. Welcome to the show that's like the little devil on your shoulder whispering, do it. Scam School, the only show dedicated to social engineering at the bar and on the street. I'm your host, Brian Brushwood, and some of you old-timers may remember way back at the beginning of the series, we taught you a simple puzzle using 4 quarters that was guaranteed to scam you a free drink. Tonight, we come back with an advanced version. It uses the same rules, 6 quarters, and is no less likely to get you drunk. Welcome to 6 quarters, 1 drink. Hey, how you doing? I'm Brian.
Duncan, nice
Duncan,
to meet you.
It's a pleasure. Is this some kind of wine bar? What do you do? Tell me about the wines.
Well, we do, we're an organic wine bar, first of the city, and we do only organic wines from all over the world. We've got, anywhere from Argentina to Alsace in France.
All right, now I know this may be heresy in a bar like this, but
I'm more of a barley, hops, and wheat kind of guy. You got any beers?
We for your type, we actually do. We have a few
to
beers.
humor the likes of you.
Yes,
You've got
indeed.
okay. We'll go. I'll take one of your token beers. What do you got?
We've got a good porter and a pilsner right
All
now.
right, I'll do the port. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna play a little game, and I bet that you're gonna get such value out of this that you're gonna spot me that porter. I need some quarters. You got some quarters? I got 3. Do you have 3 quarters?
Yeah.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. And you can recruit as many people as you want on this. I am so confident in this scam that you can get as much help as you want.
We get some pretty smart people in here.
Do you really?
Yeah, we do.
All right. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Actually, I'll even turn it so it faces you. We got 6 quarters here. I gotta be honest, at first I thought this was not a very good puzzle, and then I tried to solve it myself, and I decided it was a very good puzzle.
All right.
It's so good, I'm gonna let you noodle it out. You can ask as many people as you want, but in the end, when you give up, and you will, I will sell you the answer for the cost of this little beer. We'll make this one on the house, and everything will be cool.
All right.
Does that work for you?
Let's see how it works.
All right, this is the starting configuration. We're gonna do it in a triangle like this, 6 quarters. They start like this, they end like this. Here are the rules though. You can only move 1 at a time, and whenever you let go of a quarter, it has to be touching 2 other quarters. So like that would be a legal move, that would be a legal move, but that would be an illegal move.
Okay.
Make sense? You can't pick it up, you can't use any to push any, you can't move any of the other quarters. In fact, for those of you who watched the show before, this is the identical set of rules we had for an episode called The Puzzle that involved 4 quarters. This one's much more challenging, much more advanced, and it uses 6 quarters instead. So once again, moving only 1 at a time, no picking up, no pushing. Start with them like this, end with them like this. Now here's the killer. Are you ready? That's how you want them to end, like that. Here's the killer that's gonna guarantee me this one's on the house.
All right.
You gotta do it in 4 moves. All right?
All right.
Go ahead and, you go ahead and noodle it out. Go ahead, feel free to, we'll set it up. You get an unlimited number of tries. Keep trying as much as you want. Go ahead and move them around, try it out. We'll see how it goes.
All right. Let's see.
That's 1, that's a valid move.
I don't think I can get anywhere from there. See.
That's a valid move.
I got 2 more?
Yes. And then you can, and if you want, you can reset it and start from scratch at any time.
Right. Oh yeah, I'm gonna try this again.
All right. You can reset.
All right. Okay, so you're
Take
gonna have to
2.
help me with this one.
He's calling in the guns. Bring in second half. Bring in.
Come here. Take a look at this for me, will you? I'm gonna try this starting from here this time. Let's see.
Let's touch 2.
So we need like with these 2 ending up here or something. What do you think?
You want this one to be the outer. My job is just to be the, instead of an hourglass or something, it'll be this porter. And it'll just slowly go down until your time runs out.
All right. Let's see. 2.
That's 2 moves, sorry.
That's 2 so far. We've got 2 more. So it'd be 3 and then.
Whoa.
All right, let's start this again. Let's see. Let's start this again. This isn't gonna happen. Try. You try something.
Me?
I got nothing.
I just move them around. Nobody's watching. Wait, retry. Do over. Right?
Wait a minute. Try right here. And then if we can shoot. You go off. Do that thing you do. Can I get one more move?
Well, what would you do if there was a 5th move?
If there was a 5th move,
If
then I
there's a
put this
5th
here.
move. See, and that's, to be honest, when I first saw the puzzle, I'm like, hey, doobie-doobie-doo, I made a circle, right? But
Yeah.
then I heard 4 moves. I didn't find out about 4 moves until I'd already gotten there.
All right.
So now, 4 moves. So you know it's possible. Within the
It
rules
is,
you can get
it
there,
is.
but with only 4 moves. How much is a porter?
It's $5.
Right.
So what do I get if I figure this out? Besides, you know, the
get the
triumph of
the notoriety of having beat the dealer. No, I'll buy you a drink. I know you're on the job, but I'll. I'll give you the cost of it. Okay, well, good. Then I'll buy you a drink, even though they're all free to you. I mean, it sort of diminishes the value.
See how this works.
Yeah. The killer part is like you're dancing all around the right spot.
Oh.
Wait, did that just happen?
Oh.
Can you do it again?
I think I can do that.
Here, you stumbled onto the secret, and I think I'm going to end up actually buying this porter from you. All right. So here's the work, right? Yeah. The secret is for an economy of moves. Now, most people when they do this, what they do is they do exactly like you did at first. They walk it out around. They do something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that is a correct way to do it if you allow 5 moves. But what you stumbled into is the economy of moves, where you do the following. Are you ready? You do something that's a little bit counterintuitive. Instead of walking all the way around, you go 1, 2, and you're like, well, why are you doing that? You're not getting anything out of it, right?
Right.
Then you refill that, and you're like, well, this is crazy. Now you spent 2 moves, but then you realize you're set. You close it in right there. I'm gonna call this one a push.
Yeah.
You okay with a push?
Push is all right.
All right, dude. Duncan, you were fantastic, and this is good porter, man. You did great. Thanks. Remember, you can never have too many tricks in your back pocket, especially if you're afraid somebody's been watching you work from across the bar. This puzzle is thematically similar to the 4 quarters puzzle we taught before, which is what makes it all the more important that you have it available if you want to get somebody who's familiar with your work. Now let's move on to your homework assignment for this week. So you already know Netflix is a tremendous value, and as we here at Scam School are trying to make clear to you, it's also a graduate course in scamology. Dozens of fantastic conflicts out there for you to check out. And this week I want you to watch Paper Moon, released back in 1973 and starring the father-daughter team of Ryan and Tatum O'Neal. In this movie you'll get to see the birthday 20 scam, the short change, and have a lot of fun while doing it. By the way, when you sign up for Netflix, for those of you bastards who haven't signed up already, you selfish bastards, I want you to go to www.netflix.com.
They aren't paying for this, so I make noise. Okay.
In this case, we have another question from user Hayes, who writes, I have another question. Will you ever be selling Brian Brushwood action figures? I mean, BBOTR made them look so awesome. Oh, would you be talking about this action figure? Actually, that was a special prop created for an episode of Brian Brushwood on the Road a few years ago. It actually started off as a Guile Street Fighter action figure. Big surprise there, right? It was modified by my #1 guy on the road back then, Mr. Arlo Neal, who has since gone on to an illustrious career in the military. We wish him good luck. The prop itself actually sits on my desk as a reminder of just how awesome I wish I was. Now don't forget, if you have any questions, go ahead and post them on the boards at revision3.com/scamschool. Or if you'd like to suggest your favorite bar scam, you can write me directly at brian@revision3.com. Join us next week. We got a very special episode. We're actually going to be learning how to change a bicycle tire using nothing but a rock and your shoelaces. Until then, I'm going to head back to the bar.
Oh my gosh. Dude, Cliff Horn's asking if I still have that prop. Do I still have that prop? Oh, wait.
It reminds me a lot of a board game that I used to play.
Which one? I swear this is the first time that's ever happened. I'm so sorry.
I'm sure that's what you tell all the bartenders.
I'm sorry.
All good.
It's so fun having a predictive model of what past Brian would say in those situations.
Look at that. You don't get fun like that on just any porter. You got to go to a wine bar to get that much head.
That's hilarious. That's great. You were asking if that prop is still available. Do you mean this guy right here? Oh, hold on. He's missing his hand right now. I got to glue everything back together. That's one of my projects. In fact, I actually have, hold on, look at this. This is how you know I'm serious. Super serial is because I got, oh, look at that hot glue right here. That's hot glue that I brought for these and to repair this. that we're gonna do. We're gonna get a proper leg on. We're gonna restore little Brian to his former glory. There we go. Pew, pew. So, man, lots to break down on this on the production side of things. First of all, not a bad way to talk through. First of all, place your bets. This episode was published 16 years ago. Let's see. 16 years ago. Yeah. How many views do you think this one got? Now, this is interesting. Well, I don't want to tip anything. Lock your bet in. First of all, let's talk about this aesthetic. It is so wild. This just wouldn't look this way at all nowadays. That harsh light, that practically Y2K millennial look to getting enough light in there quite simply because the cameras weren't good enough. All of that changes the social dynamic and the stilted interaction between people. I am increasingly convinced. Here's something I've noticed as the cameras get more clever is you could just get away with more authentic things. And post-pandemic, there was like a reset button and nobody knew the rules about camera in public. And they're still figuring it out. In fact, right here, new video. Oh, I don't know if I should. I think I will. Let me get through this, and then it's on the list. Okay, so lock in your bets. We've got 16 years ago. We think it's 17,000, 238, 239, maybe 25,000, 20,000, 38,000, 18,000, just shy of 500,000, 13,000, 27,000. This is a great question, Matt York. Brian, how'd you come up with those script, quick joke bits right at the beginning and the ends? Man, note cards are an ADD person's best friend. Because I would just have a whole pocket full of these, and I wouldn't know which ones felt right, but I would just have them, and I knew I didn't have to think about them until future Brian would encounter those reads. And at which point, then, back right pocket is where they all were. In fact, I think some of those note cards, when we did the 20th anniversary of Scam Sasquatch and the Supernatural, some of you guys have some of the original note cards that went into that. It's a good question. There we go. I literally just saw the solution and I can't recreate it. Isn't that great, Princess Judith? This is one of those good ones. By the way, the answer? This one has been seen 354,000 views. Isn't that bonkers? Hold on, let me switch account. Let's take a look from the Scam Nation account. Let's go to the analytics on this one. Let's see, all times. So this was in the original batch. Look at this. The bulk of the views didn't come until 4 years later. Wrap your minds around that, guys. If you guys are playing the YouTube game, this is a thing that can actually happen. 354,000, and its biggest spike was just one day where it did, I don't know, whatever this number is. Let's see. Nope. Well, here, we'll pick one of these other ones. Like barely 1,000 a day. Just around 3,000 views one day. Everything else is just a slow burn, but those numbers add up. Watch time hours. This is one I pay a lot of attention to these days, guys. And I like that it's watch time in hours, because when I think about like what impact did this have on the universe, big numbers are big numbers, and you don't know how many people just clicked on it and clicked away. But watch time hours, I can picture a 30,000 person auditorium stadium. I can picture a stadium with 30,000 people, and I know what it looks like when a Brian Brushwood performs for an hour. So if I picture my full magic show, this had the overall cultural impact, roughly, of me standing up and doing Again, we just saw the quality of it. It's pretty good in general. This is me doing a pretty good show for 30,000 people. And then however much that lives in other people's minds, like that I can wrap my mind around in there. I picked a number rather than a color or a concept. Good job, me. Almost 2K followers from this ep alone. Yeah, one of the things, Not Scary Steve, that I think of when it comes on this stuff is it is very unlikely that it is tempting to look at this in and of itself as the mover of 2,000 subscribers. The moment of clicking subscribe or unsubscribe is really just a pivoting moment based on underlying momentum. So this could be the first thing that people saw and they liked it enough. They're like, oh, more of these, please. Or it could be, in fact, let me see when. Yes, most of the subscribers happened that time. My guess is that this was it just during the peak wave of Scam School at the time. This was in the run-up right before the TV show, the TV project. And so it could be that this was kind of the third or fourth video that they saw. And then that was the, oh yeah, no, I'm in on this moment for sure. So Magic51 says, I sort of remember this trick. Brian did it with different currency that had their coin magnetized to each other. Same puzzle though. I think it's a slightly different one. The one you're thinking of is the one I did when I was out in Indonesia, and their coins, their very cheap coins, are not made, I don't know, they have ferrous material in there, so they could get magnetized. But the one that this is most close to, in fact, I was really worried that I was going to get busted for it being thematically similar to the 4-coin puzzle. And the 4-coin puzzle, Princess Judith, I'm with you. I totally remember the 4-coin puzzle. I never have a problem remembering that one. This one, though, I literally feel the need to go back and watch it again to see what the economy solution is, because there is that 5-coin solution
with only 4 moves. They're all free to you. I mean, the killer part is like you're dancing all around the right spot.
Oh.
Wait, did that just happen? Out around, they do something like 1.
So this makes sense. The walking it around stuff, I think people can remember.
5. And that is a
but then how do we
correct way to
remember
do it
the
if you allow 5
counterintuitive
moves.
part?
Well, what you stumbled into is the economy of moves, where you do the following. Are you ready? You do something that's a little bit counterintuitive. Instead of walking all the way around, you go 1.
God, that's
2.
so counterintuitive.
You're like, well, why are you doing that? You're not getting.
It's the pivot. That's the core thing to remember, is that the 5-move solution keeps these 4 in their place. But the core thing to remember is that we have to do the dumb thing of pivoting everything over.
They do something like 1. 2.
Yeah, see, that's the mistake, is don't use the 4 in the original spot. Just remember, you've got to walk the entire structure off to the side.
Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that is a correct way to do it if you allow 5 moves. But what you stumbled into is the economy of moves, where you do the following. Are you ready? You do something that's a little bit counterintuitive. Instead of walking all the way around, you go 1, 2, and you're like, well, why are you doing that? You're not getting anything out of it, right? Then you refill that, and you're like, well, this is crazy. Now you spent 2.
So it's got to be, so that first move, I think if you can remember the first move, the rest falls into shape.
You do something that's a little bit counterintuitive. Instead of walking all the way around, you go 1.
There we go. So that first part, you know what? Remember that your first move needs to set up essentially the 4-quarter puzzle again. And then you walk it out. Oh, no.
2, and you're like, well, why are you doing that? You're not getting anything out of it, right? Then you refill that, and you're like, well, this is crazy. Now you.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. The second move is crazy. Oh my gosh, Paper Moon is $4 rental or $13 to purchase from Apple. Pluto TV for free. It's a good one. 238,000 is a good show, but how much did you make per ticket? I actually have no idea. because this is one of the other things is I have not gotten to play the game for money ever when it comes to YouTube or any of that stuff, because in the case of Scam School, my job was just to create good shit, and then after the fact, figure out what do you do with all of the goodwill that you've earned. And so it turned out that, part of it was going on the road and try to book more shows, but even better was coming up with rad shit on scamstuff.com. And of course, we haven't gotten to that part at all, but I did have the intuitive understanding that there was something special about the opportunity that I was getting to connect with other people, because ultimately that's all that matters, is humans connecting to other humans. Everything else, as long as our bodies are at 72 degrees and our bellies are full, that's biology handled. Everything else is the narratives and the stories that we tell ourselves, and humans only want to be connected to other humans. And so knowing that, it's interesting because I still to this day have no idea how much money this episode has generated. Isn't that wild? Howdy, Dan Homesteader. Good to see you. Let's see. I mean, you end up in a triangle of coin at the end was the puzzle in Indonesia. The puzzle here was similar but different in this one. That's what I meant. Got it. Got it. Yeah, they do have similar structures in there. What was the other thing I noticed? Yeah. Oh, this is interesting. Look at this retention bump right here. Oh, for the outtake. That's great.
Good quarter, man. You did great. Thanks. I like it too. This actually reminds me a lot of a board game that I used to play. Which one?
So I think what happened right there, the reason that this became so electric was the fact that there's a genuine misdirect where it's like, where because I missed it at first. My eyes went from here over to here, and then both of us reacted, and we saw something so different that our brains can't handle. We really don't like the idea. Oh, look at that. I look kind of like that guy. Our brains don't like having an incomplete mental map, and in that case, but the distraction causes you to have a mental map that makes sense, and then the next time you look, it's broken, and so of course you're going to back up and scrub to figure that out. Yeah, that's a good one. All right, next up now with 354,000 views. That's a lot of views. We might not be able to get to all the comments, but if you're new here, one thing we like to do is, this is a bit of performance art, it is amazing to me that YouTube has tracked not only every video that you have ever watched in the history of YouTube, it's got all that data. It knows which one sits half completed. It knows that when you click on this one video, you're likely wanting to go down a rabbit hole of a bunch of other videos as well. That's why the algorithm's so good. But I suspect a bit of dark bandwidth is the fact that not everyone remembers that literally every comment they ever made is in there. So what we're going to do here, I'm giving you guys the link right now to the original URL. We like to do something very human performance art, a wave of positivity. So for these people who long ago forgot about their comment, they're just going to get an alert with like 4 or 5 people commenting on their 16-year-old comments. And then hopefully they'll say, what the heck was this? And then they'll figure out that they could be one of us. This is where we're proselytizing. Brian stopped spiking his hair and now it's time for a second YouTube channel. Haha. You should join us live. We're revisiting the classics and shouting out your comments. Boom. Did it in 0 moves, my personal best. Ha. Got the answer he showed, then found another way that leaves 1 coin stranded. Nice job on the drink. High fives. I did this a different way in 4 moves without moving the same one twice. Show me. Sorry, I'm late. Perhaps this video should be named Try to Fool the Bartender and Get a Free Drink, but Fail. or a moving picture show in which a scammer pulls into a wine bar. And there we go. Lesson learned. Never give unlimited tries. 5 at most. Good point. He looks like the male version of the Statue of Liberty. I'll take it. I found the other solution first and did not know there's a simpler one. Cool. It's extremely easy. Anyone can solve it in 2 moves. I'm pretty sure you can. Indeed, but 2 seems easier to remember. You take the corner. Okay, sorry. I understand your method, but it can't work. And okay. People arguing. That's all I see. Late to this, but I love the creative thinking. BB, that's me. Note, you will lose all 6 quarters, and the drink has to cost $1.50 or less. Or ask to borrow 6 quarters. 3 moves, that's all you need. Show me. All I have to do is walk over to my cousin's fridge and pull one out. Doesn't cost a pence. Yeah. But kinda lonely, no? Instead of the little devil on my shoulder saying do it, it's saying click it. I've been on a scam school marathon since 3 days ago. Woo! 12 years late, but thank you. I like how he's drinking while they're figuring out. Good gig if you can get it. $5 for a beer? Seriously? 1 effing beer? Ha! 12 years later, how do those prices sound? You gotta go to a wine bar to get that much head. Cool trick. There's actually another way to solve it in 4 moves that I found. Show me. Damn, I paused the video, figured out, watched the video, and now I can't do it again. Isn't it crazy like that? Even I keep forgetting it. He didn't even get a free beer. Sometimes it goes like that. This is cool. I might subscribe. Well, it's been 12 years. What did you decide? We're all talking about it on the live stream. And that's not even an exaggeration. Is there an easy way to know whether or not somebody subscribed? Does it say subscribes to you? So when people are thoughtless and mean in their comments, what oftentimes, like if I'm riled up, and I try to not get riled up, ain't no money in being riled up. Yes, you should listen to the crowd, but you should not take them seriously. When they're reacting with the wiggles, you should take them no more seriously than you take a sleepy toddler who is very grouchy. You don't listen to what they're arguing about. You simply note that toddler really needs to take a nap. And then you correct your actions based on it. But when somebody's really mean, sometimes what I'll do is I'll just link them back to their own videos. But then more often than not, I get as far as opening their videos, and then I'm like, oh, Brian, what are you doing? And then I don't worry about it. It's been 12 years. What did you decide, man? It's a little too close to home. I take my meow meows very seriously. I love the legend of the meow meow. What a great Mandela effect. Maybe we should start a Mandela effect rumor that it used to be meow meow meow. And it's like, and Brian insists for some reason that it's not. Oh, that's funny. Let's see. Oh, make it start in the circle. Have them do 3 moves to put it in the triangle. Oh, that's fabulous. What a great tip. You should check out today's live stream in which you just blew my mind 12 years later. That's great. That's legit great. So what would that look like? I don't have the coins in front of me. No, yeah, I do. That was a lie. That was a lie. I'm a liar. Let's do this. So if we started as a circle under those same 3 rules, one, two, three, four, five, six. There we go. So we started as a circle, and he said 3 moves to make it. He said 3 moves to make it a triangle. So what would that look like? That would look like 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's delightful. That's delightful. And then I'll see if I can remember the way out. It was do the counterintuitive thing of 1, 2. Nope. Did I just screw it up? I did just screw it up. Okay, so the first one was you want to get to the 6. 1. Oh, that's right. 1. What am I missing? 2. 3. No, hold on. How did I forget my own puzzle? Son of a biscuit. And let me go back. Middle is the 3rd move. Okay. Open left, open right, middle replaced, finished. Okay, I'll try that. So there we go. So we'll do, oh, wait for it. Open left. What am I missing? I'm going to have to watch my own silly video again. I can't believe I just lost it. How wild. Here we go.
Following, are you ready? You do something that's a little bit counterintuitive. Instead of walking all the way around, you go 1, 2.
Okay. Left to right. So in this case, got it. The one I'm missing is 1, 2. That seems silly, and then it's obvious. So, okay. So from the circle, it's 3 moves to go 2, 1, 2. Well, that's not. That can't be right. Indeed, it's not. Okay, so this is 1, 2. Wait, did I just do it wrong again? That's hilarious. What is happening?
The economy of moves where you do the following. Are you ready? You do something that's a little bit counterintuitive. Instead of walking all the way around, you go 1.
Oh, top.
2. And you're like, well, why are you doing that? You're not getting anything.
Top and swerve is the way I'll remember it. So here we go. We got the top. All right. So we got top and then swerve and then walk, close. Top, swerve, walk, close. All right. And then to go back, what was the 3 moves on this? It was 1. Or was it here? 1, 2. Dang it! I had it. It made it. Yeah, right. It's not Penn and Teller fool us. It's watch Brian fool himself. Let's charitably decide that Brian is very good at giving himself over to the moment and make everything else go away, including what he just saw a few minutes ago. That's great. Yeah, right? If you had to look up the answer, do you owe yourself a free beer? Yes. Yes, I do. First 2 moves are a corner coin, and one of the coins touching it. First move is the corner, then you make a parallelogram. Second move leaves a coin hanging. That's the swerve, right? So top, swerve, and then walk obvious. That's what I got to remember. Ooh, could do it with $6 coins, and the winner gets them all. Dollar coins probably in effect these days. Okay, let me get some more of these answered, and then we'll wrap this up. I don't know if this is because I know the concept of the first puzzle, but I did. I managed to do it in less than a minute. Well done. I thought I had the solution until he said you couldn't pick a coin up off the table. Yep. It's pretty restrictive. You know what? I always thought of this as a lesser one than the 4 coins puzzle, but maybe it's better because it's so hard to recreate. That's so crazy. Also, James Cobalt found something I ain't never seen before. Have you guys ever seen a YouTube video degrade? James Cobalt, if you can give me the name of that one to look up. Because there's glitches on an old Scam School episode that I guarantee you were not there when we uploaded it. They are not there on the original source file, but I don't think I've ever seen. I know YouTube is tinkering with their compression algorithms, trying to figure out like different ways to upscale stuff on there. Toonies, yeah. The unstoppable scam meets the unscammable object. Let's see. Because you move the quarters when you slide the middle one out. Don't think that's part of the solution, but I'm sure that happened. The ones that use pesticides on the grapes. Okay. The 4 moves helped a lot. Without that restriction, I would have taken a lot longer. Well done. You could do circle to triangle in 2 moves. Yeah. No, you can't. No, maybe you can. I'll have to figure that out. Show me. I feel dumb. I can't figure it out even watching the whole video, reading the comments and trying. Follow it move for move, and then keep trying. There we go. Let's see. Got it in 3 moves on the first try. 3 moves. Are you sure? Spiky hair sure is spiky. Guile approves. That was easy. The first one he moved was a good choice. Then he should have moved the middle coin out. I don't think... Okay. These are like half-formed thoughts that make it difficult to respond to. Just drink the beer. Run away. Damn, Brian's hair. You know what? I wonder if they get an alert. Do they get an alert? Here, Judith Oakdeek, I'm gonna just hit the heart button here, and you tell me if it gets you an alert. Because if that happens, then I'm just gonna go and I'm just gonna ring all them bells. Yeah, it sneaks up on you, right? So you absolutely can do circle to triangle in 2. All right, well, then that's the way to go. This is a reply to see how long it takes to alert you. Oh, wow. So great. It will give a notification. That's amazing. Yep. Okay, so it sounds like I'm going to guess that it feels pretty good. How many, does anybody else get the alerts when we're doing these? Got it, one move. What? How? Is this the genius bar? Not when I'm there. Heyo! Why do they call this scam school when they aren't even in school? Ha! Whatever. That's the way I did it also. Somehow I managed to do it on my first try. Amazing. Sorry so late on this comment. We're on a live stream and I finally answered it. BB. There we go. And what I'll do is I'll just copy that. Boom. Got him on my chai. Must be a genius. Well done. That doesn't work within the rules. The way you suggest has your first move leaving the coin in contact with only one over. You sure? Check again, maybe? Well done, BB. The second guy has an avocado tattoo on his arm. Epic. I just saw that on our rewatch today. Ryan. I got it. I feel clever. You are. Boom. Me too. His first move and take middle out. Me too. Cool. Why sign up to Netflix? I'm telling you, I have a feeling that this Netflix thing might be the real deal. Did the guy without the funny fair hair have an avocado tattoo to the inside of his bicep? Yep. How long does it take to make that haircut every day? 9 minutes. I found a way of doing it, taking from the edge instead of the end. Ooh, cool. I figured this out first try. Well done. Sorry so late. I got it another way. I'll try to explain. Move the bottom middle coin so it's touching the two next flower shape. Single coin. Blah, 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 blah. Wow. Figure it out. Hey, I'm a genius. Well done. Take one from the top, move the middle outwards. Cool. Thumbs up if you solved it before he told you how to do it. Well done. Boom, boom. I had it after 2 minutes. Great work. He was a few blocks away from my house. Amazing. Sorry so late. I thought I did it in 2 moves, but he said don't push other coins. When you're getting the middle coin, you're pushing. Yeah. Yeah, 2 moves requires a push. BB. Very easy. First try. Probably harder when drunk. I don't know, man. Try it again today. He was right there. So close. I do it without seeing the solution. Well done. Whoops. That was easy to do. Could have done it in 2 moves. Really? Show me. Okay. E to A, B, C to E, D, beep, boop, 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 boop. I'll just say, well done. I believe you. I got it in 3 moves. How? The haircut. Enough said. Majestic, I tell you. Oh. After you get your free drink, spend the 6 coins on another. Woo! First solved it in 4 moves using the 4 coin technique, but then I saw how to do 2 after. 2? How's that? Please do a video of that. I can't understand what you mean in the 3rd move. Did you figure it out? Wow. Haha, the video's so old it still shows Netflix when you got them in the mail. Fun fact, 2019, they still offers. What about today? 6 years later. Is there even an organic wine? Did you find one? That hair, though. Boom. I hate homework. Boom. I feel very accomplished. Boom. I did it. I can't remember what I did. OMG. Watch today's live stream. Same brain. Came here because of a short of him teaching his daughters. And man, this is old. $4.99 for Netflix? How about that $5 porter? Boom. Skip to 1 to watch the video. Or hear me out. Just watch the video. Cool. $5 for a beer. Heh. Was that a lot or a little? Always wondered that. Found a way to do it in the first move. What? They never left. Yes, it's called wine. Okay. Beep, boop, 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 boop. Everybody gets a heart. Cool. 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 The bar guy looks a bit like Christian Bale. I see it. You should have the name Brian Brushhair. BRB. Legally changing my name. Boom. I can finish in 2. How? Warren, you say that on most video. Warren? I don't know. Okay, I think we're... Oh, there's with Victor B. With Victor B, if you're in the chat, tell me if you get this. Meow. So that was 7 years ago. Ha! That's great. Do you have to use... It can be any coin. Sorry so late. It's been a minute. Well done. Oh, this is great. Judith Optebeek is already ahead of it. You're so smart. Pew, pew. Everyone said they could do it. See, now you're seeing the network effect on there. That's pretty good. All right, let me check in with you guys. I'll have to find some coins, but I think I have a different 4 move solution. Send me a video of it. If you send a video of it, I can put it on there. Let's see. Ep46, good to see you. I don't know, fellas. They say it's on the cloud, and them things move real fast up there. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, James Cobalt, if you can remind me of what I should look for on the, let's see, scam, school, fool, Brian Brushwood. Oh, I know. And let me go to the studio. We'll go to the comments. I think that's the way to find it. There was a mention of a glitch. Responded. Yeah, here we go. How to stump Brian Brushwood. Look at this. We'll see if it happens on here. It happened on my phone at 8:30, I think.
Right? You did the same thing. You handed me a knife and said, cut up, Mike burned it up, and he ate it with pudding. It's ballsy.
Ooh, it doesn't show up on this.
You handed me a knife.
That's wild. I saw it on my phone, though.
And I was so focused on that.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Look at that. Look at that.
So uncomfortable that you failed to investigate to do something as simple as that.
I'm going to say this was a very, very good magic trick.
That can't have been there.
I am
Here.
Yeah, because all the other comments would be all over this. Interesting. Yeah, so that has to be a new thing. BioCal, first of all, I have been doing that. In some of the shorts from the TV show, I wanted to see if anybody would pick up on on real life steganography. So I made a rule of trying to start a secret mode of communication during the shorts that they look like pixels exactly like that, except that they were pieces of plain text URLs on there. Now in this case, they are just glitches, but they were like little blocks. Yeah, I've never seen that glitch before either. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, this static pattern looks a bit like what you would expect for GPU rendering that is going bad. So it could be that they're running a re-encode, and if on their end they have a GPU that is glitched, that's exactly what it would look like.
Very good magic trick, and that
Thank you.
I am
Here.
impressed.
Good job, buddy.
That's crazy. Yeah. Digital rot on the brain rot. They're from the alien overlords. We're all about to be pluribus. Okay, so here, let's take a look at the agenda. What did I have here? Oh, man. I got a new video that needs a title. Are you guys cool if I preview something? Yeah. Yeah, okay. This is a good walk and talk. It's actually a walk and talk that it's similar to the hotel scam one that we did. And then it goes into telling folks about what we're doing at office hours. So you guys are in it. Let's see. I'm going to switch over to this. What I need is a title. So here's the thing about titles. A good title should not only be something that instantly engages, it should also be something that, of course, gets paid off in the actual content. And it also should be something that that sets the framework, that sets the expectations.
The crowds are back.
Oh, here we go. So this is likely going to be the final cut that I drop later. I don't know if I'm doing a silly thing by playing it on the live stream, but I suspect you guys are not. I don't think this is going to explode and suddenly become super popular outside of this one thing, because I'm convinced that nowadays filtering is what everybody wants. Is don't even show it to me unless it's exactly the thing that I know I want. The title should always be a question that forces you to click and be disappointed. Okay, well, you tell me if you would be disappointed if you saw a video that says Friendship heals brains. Maybe with a question mark. Or how friendship heals brains. There, let's see.
So crowds are back. On the one hand, yay, humanity. On the other hand, ooh, humanity. But look, as exhausting, as taxing, as smelly as all these crowds of humans can be, as much as we don't want to get out and socialize again, there are superpowers that come from being social. And I don't mean just climbing social ladders. I mean actual super healing powers that can save your life. So I'm reading a book, Why Brains Need Friends, all about the neurochemistry and neuroscience behind friendship and socialization. The book starts off with a lot of intuitive stuff about the benefits of social support groups, but where it blew my mind was in the biology of things. Picture two populations of mice. One are housed mice, they're fully socialized. The other are raised in isolation. Both sets of mice have an induced stroke, the exact same stroke, and yet the isolated mice only have a 40% survival rate, but the socialized mice have a 100% survival rate. How does that happen? Because we're talking about a stroke, not sadness, not depression, not any of those reasons we all know that socialization matters. We're talking about a part of the brain that was starved of oxygen for 60 minutes, and half the mice do 100% better. Why? The superpower comes from hormones. And it's not just survival rates. At 24 hours and 72 hours, the isolated mice had larger infarcts. That's damage to the brain tissue. And at 48 hours, they had a twofold increase in cerebral edema. That's swelling of the brain. So here's the real quiz. How does hormones, the feel good or feel bad chemicals in your brain, cause this kind of difference in damage? The key is the anti-inflammatory powers of those endorphins, oxytocin, dopamine, serotonin. All of these neurotransmitters, all of these hormones, they affect your body's ability to repair itself. That's the key insight. And which one is the biggest of all? According to a follow-up study, it's oxytocin. Oxytocin, the chemical that gets generated every time you give somebody a hug. Your brain's swimming in it when you attend a wedding or any kind of socially connected event. The math is simple. You connect with other people, you have more oxytocin in your brain, your anti-inflammatory response is different. Your brain's able to repair itself better in the event of injury. And of course, it's more interesting and complicated than all that. Don't believe me just because I'm on the internet. I'm just the internet's older brother. What I want you to think of is next time you're not feeling it, you just want to cocoon up, play your video games, think twice. And if you're not ready to go out into real public with real other humans, then take a half step. Why don't you join us live for office hours? I go live every morning, and I'd love to hang out with you guys. Right now, we're in the middle of revisiting all the classics of Scam School. So if you're looking for the tools to interact with other people, to build those relationships, now's the perfect time. Build a relationship with us. I'll see you in office hours.
Not bad, right? In that it delivers the goods. That bit about inflammation, I didn't lie. I did show you on screen. I got one of those good drones to get those shots. Please, his name is Ryan, and he's not just a drone. No, this was 90 minutes of shooting. We just went downtown, and it's our only goal was I want to talk about this, and I'm only going to give myself 90 minutes. And we're going to just use an iPhone, and we're just going to steal shots. And a lot of those were first go, first take. And then just some mild touch-ups on there. What I'd like to do is, now that we have a new set of tools at our disposal, we're able to do, yes, not scary Steve, 90 minutes and 3 drinks. Generous tips. It turns out everybody's okay. You get 1 coupon. You get to interrupt everybody in their day and have somebody shoot a video as long as you only do it once. Then you got to go somewhere else. You got to instantly buy a drink with a generous tip and then do it again. But I really liked the way, thank you very much, Big Jim. Look at that. Tier 1, 91 months. That's fantastic. Yeah, it does. The trees, I thought, did a really good job of adding depth to everything. But I like the fact that it pays off, that the key is that the hormones that we associate simply with feel good and behaviors actually have trigger. They don't have anti-inflammatory powers. What it is they trigger another set of things that inhibit the inflammatory response. And inflammation legit is a killer. And as we saw with the study on that, the stroke. But I like BioCow's take. If there's evidence, friendship literally heals brains might get me. In fact, let me... There we go. Here, I'll just do that. There we go. But being Brian's friend could save your life. Yes, let's do that. I thought it was pretty good. So when you guys see that, now what I need is a brand identity for the walk and talks, because these walk and talks I could do all day. Here's where we're at right now. Let's just assume for the live streams, we're of course celebrating the back catalog of content, because for some of you guys, one of these is the one that began the connection thread between us. They're oldies though. This is like, I don't know, Paul McCartney doing Breakfast with the Beatles, and I'm here for it. I really enjoy it. I also enjoy the present tense topics that we're talking about how do we map this into the world of security. But meanwhile, what the main Modern Rogue channel is really hungry for is extremely tight packages that have a specific identity and get right to the point with no lollygagging around. I think of them as like content bullets. And if we're aiming for 3-minute long content bullets, I can start churning these out. By the time we get to 10, 15, 20 of them, then they're tasty potato chips that will warm people up for some of the more high-minded discussions, like, you know, what is the future of interacting with video when anything could be generated. Jaywalking. Yeah, literally. On the street. How the power of friendship unlocks your Wolverine healing ability. Street talk with Brian Brushwood. Friendship means brains. I like that. Friendship is magic. That is true. I don't know about that SEO though. That seems like a crowded space. How friends are saving your life. Yes, right now. Mental health really is the friends we made along the way. That's hilarious. Okay. Let's double check the agenda. So, new video. Bop. Oh. Man, I don't know that I have time because we're already over an hour. Asphalt and assholes. There, that's a good one. That's a drunk Brian to shoot that much content. Yeah, running around just buying drinks, slamming them. The we covered the glitches on YouTube. Oh, you know what? I got a little thing. I don't know if I'll get content ID'd on it, but I really liked it. It's a bit of a downbeat way to end, but I don't know. So thinking about how our brains work and everything. Has any of you guys been trying meditation at all? Let's do how to not think anything. Let me see. Was that it? Quiet the mind? Yeah, here we go. Demonstration of how easy it is to stop thinking. This will be what takes us out. I thought this was really good. This is BWSA retreats. I have no idea why this got served up, but I think it's in the middle of exploding. I think just like this episode we saw was quiet for 4 years, then exploded. I think this is in the middle of exploding, and it's good. It's really good. It'll be just a little bit of time, but make sure that you forward the original if you're going to pass it around. Here we go.
And how we can overcome what's probably the biggest problem in people's meditation. You know, how to overcome, transcend this mind, which is always thinking. And sometimes people keep telling me, oh, I can't meditate. I'm always thinking about something, thinking about anything, but I'm always thinking and I can't stop thinking. And that becomes one of the biggest obstacles to being a meditator. They cannot stop thinking. But the truth of the matter is, it's very easy to stop thinking. And a lot of people do it quite naturally. Very often they stop thinking. And there is a classic example, a demonstration, which I love doing on every retreat, to show you how easy it is to stop thinking and what it feels like when you stop thinking. Because at least you can recognize, yes, it is possible, I can do it. And for many people, that is an amazing to realize, yes, they can stop thinking, it is possible, and they've actually experienced it. And the little demonstration is to ask you that when I am speaking, to also be aware of the reaction to my words inside your mind. So don't just listen to what I'm saying, also to listen to just what it does to you inside your mind. Because as I am speaking, as long as you're mindful inside a little bit, as I am speaking, you will begin to notice something strange. That between my words, there are long gaps. In those spaces between my words, what was happening in your mind? You were silent. You were aware, but not a thought was going on in your mind.
Isn't that great? So by being handed the cognitive task of, while he's talking, it's easy for your thoughts to be flying all over the place. But then when he hands you the metacognition task of paying attention to your own reaction, that is enough of a cognitive load that your brain only has enough to hear his words and reflect on yourself on how you're reacting to those words. So as a result, when the gaps happen, you're so preoccupied, you hit a wait state during which there's no input, so there's no job to do. And now it's very difficult to hold that for a very long time. When he holds the gap too long, once you catch your breath, your brain starts to spin up again. But as long as you have those two tasks at the same time, you're able to encounter face-to-face long enough that quiet gap in between the two where it at least reveals that it's possible. I thought this was a really, really good example of it. Anyway, there's our definitely not a cult moment of the day. Classic YouTuber trick, slow down the speech. People assume deep wisdom. See, that's why nobody thinks I'm wise. It's because I have a very hard time slowing down my speech. Yeah, there we go. I noticed when I spoke weed, the exact opposite happens. I get a lot of creative ideas and then do them. Not thinking would ruin my flow. That's funny. All right, guys. I am going to let you guys go. We'll see you tomorrow. Good show, guys. That was amazing. Shine on, you crazy diamonds.